Hey everybody, Merry Christmas. This is Dust for Dustodon Gaming. Just a friendly reminder, if you like what you're seeing on the channel, please consider giving us a subscribe, get us up to that 400 sub count before the new year, and I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year here. So, tonight, a little bit of a Christmas Eve into Christmas Day short stream here. Going to run back 4-color Death Shadow that we played the last league we played in a couple days ago. Deck went 4-1, was pretty impressive. I think we went 8-2 in games. Our only 2 losses were to blue-white control. But we also happened to have good draws and beat Just Guy 2-0 and beat Sultai mid-range control 2-0. So deck felt pretty polished. This was the 5-0 leader from the competitive Modern leagues. Deck list card for card, so we're gonna run that back. Deck felt pretty functional and pretty good, so we're gonna run that back card for card. Hope everybody's having a Merry Christmas and hope this league goes well. So this league, last one we went see, this was our last league, so here we go. Deck felt pretty polished. One matchup against blue-white we did really kind of failed to find some threats. So it was a bit of a, felt pretty bad when we lost, but, you know, that's one of the risks of running a deck with only 8 true threats in it. You have 4 Tarmogoyf, 4 Death Shadow. I mean, technically Street Wraith and Traverse count as threats in those situations, but, you know, it's kind of hard to win the game when you only have 8 actual win cons that are pretty reliable, and then you have, like, a 1 of Liliana of the Veil, and then, obviously, like Hologon's Command to buy a creature back. Sideboard, much of the same. You got a couple ways to buy back creatures. A Fulminator Mage that can be a win con. But it's primarily there to disrupt the big mana decks as kind of a traverse target, plus can disrupt the control decks, you know, taking out a Celestial Colonnade or, you know, like their 1 red source or whatever. So, beyond that, I mean, the list is basically Jund Death Shadow supporting Stubborn Denial. I played this deck a long time ago. It was 5-color, and I think the 5-color was stretching the mana base a little too far. So, hopefully everybody's having a wonderful holiday weekend. So this hand's a little awkward. You really want hands with fetch lands because of your needing to find all your colors, but that said, I think, especially in a creature matchup, this is a hand we can't really pass up. Another Death Shadow, huh? Sylvan Scry. Looks like we're up against Tron. Nope, Eldrazi of some kind. Alright. Endless one? Sure. Well, I mean, color of our hand is definitely not paying off. Another Sullen Scrying, probably another Eldrazi Temple here. Matter Shaper. Well, it flips a Field of Ruin, which is somewhat unfortunate for us. So let's run out 2 Death Shadows. Green Eldrazi? And Bringer is going to be a little bit annoying here. No, I have not tried Phoenix Shadow yet. So I think we just take a draw step here. Another land. So I don't think we can quite threaten lethal here, but we can sure make our opponent's life absolutely miserable. So played a Tarmogoyf here. Yeah, TT might be better. It's really kind of hard to say. I'm gonna get opponent gets to take a card here. I guess if they have Reality Smasher, we're dead, which is unfortunate. Well, that's cool. Had to block there, or we're just dead, obviously. So. Yeah, it runs Traverse. It's gonna get that waste that we knew about. Another Endbringer is mildly annoying here. Sure. Another Endbringer, that's a little rough. Yeah, I'm interested in Blue-Black Shadow and Legacy eventually, too. There's the Endbringer we knew about. Sure. So I guess we're dead here. The opponent activates their ability here to keep us from... Yep. Alright, so basically colorless Eldrazi, Fulminator Mage, Disdainful Stroke, Ceremonious Rejection. Probably interested in these Assassin's trophies. Bolts aren't great in this matchup. Fatal Push is okay if we can trigger Revolt consistently. Stubborn Denial isn't fantastic, although we do need some outs to their nonsense. I think Unmoored Ego is a good sideboard card, but most Sultai or Grixis configurations are pretty terrible. So it's a card that probably won't see as much play as it could if those colorations were good. I think Grixis is about the closest thing you get to a... Grixis Death Shadow is about the closest you get to a playable Grixis or Sultai list in Modern. Well, not only because of speed, but because of don't think we're interested in drawing a swamp here. Warping Whale, Endless One, Ancient Stirrings. I think we just take Ancient Stirrings here. Really would obviously like to draw another land here. Fortunate they drew an Ancient Stirrings here. Of course, they get an Eldrazi Temple off of it. Man, the mana has been awkward this league so far. Not even the fact it's a 17 land deck, it's just the fact that we haven't been drawing the fetch lands this game. Reality Smasher? We want a red source. We also kind of want a blue source. So I guess we just grab Blood Crypt here. World Breaker is a little annoying. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Target sorcery. Alright. So if our opponents only play as World Breaker this turn, then they're just dead. Probably go after a red source, I'd presume, here. How many fetch lands can we draw? It's like, no lands, no lands, no lands. Oh, here's 3 lands. Alright, so why on God's green earth are they bringing in Warping Whale against us? It's just to have another mana accelerant? Feels kind of loose if that's their reasoning there. Because most of our sorceries are all already out of our hand by the time they hit 2 lands anyway. Stubborn and not even good at all in this matchup. I guess if they have specifically Chalice, it's good, but I don't even think their deck plays Chalice. No, they play Ancient Stirring, so it's likely they don't even play Chalice. So this hand really wants a threat. But other than that, seems alright. Yeah, I know mono blue plays Chalice. I'm talking about this specific build of the deck here. So, do I just get Breeding Pool here and hope to find the blue source or black source or green source eventually, I should say? Sylvan Scrying, Eldrazi Temple. So they're in shape to almost play anything off the top of their deck. There's a Liliana, which is a nice card if we can get the land drops. Punished for the lack of a green source here. Ah, Warping Whale. Alright. Still seems... Wait, do we know the last card in their hand? Yeah, let's run the Inquisition out in case it is like some style of... Alright, so it's... Just did that in case their card was like some style of, So... Let's get a Verdant Catacombs for next turn. And next turn we can set up Liliana and just annihilate them. Get the threats out, and then leverage Liliana from there. Ag. Oh, it's just an endless one. Cool. No, it wasn't too aggressive. It's just they're trying to consistently assemble. They're testing Jeskai Miracles. Interesting. What's up, Space Marine? Merry Christmas. Made you decide to test Jeskai Miracles after telling me for the last what, 3.5 months it's a terrible deck? That first match was a little bit sloppy, but, you know, sometimes it's nice to win even through... Well, I don't expect everybody to like the build that I play, or just some stock build of it. Everybody has their own preferences of lists that they play. Like this list, I'm just getting a feel for before I would make any changes to it. Sand seems reasonable. Only thing missing is like really a spell disruption spell, but... Oh, what the bleep are we playing against? Looks like we're playing against some style of... So that can get Overgrown Tomb. Need to make sure we have all our colors here. So I want a red source. So I guess it gets Stomping Ground, and that can get... Breeding Pool? No, that wouldn't be all of our colors. Red Source, Blood Crypt. The other one could get Breeding Pool. No. Mono blue artifacts. Mono blue. So I can go to 14 this turn. Actually, can I just deploy... Just dismember this. Grab. How much do I care again about my Stubborn Denial against the mono blue deck? Probably not very much. Presuming they're going to counter this with Storm Tamer. Okay, they don't. Sure. Yep, 4-color Death Shadow. So are we just dead? 2, 3, so 3, 4, 5, 6. So I actually have to be careful how I just missed an attack there for no good reason. I should have attacked with both of these. This will put us to... Oh, so we're just dead. Cool. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, we're just dead. Alright, so Nonsensical blue small creatures. Definitely want fatal pushes. Collective brutality is probably fairly decent against them. Cards that are not quite as good. Stubborn denials don't seem particularly fantastic. What's up, Rocker? How you doing tonight? Yeah, unfortunately, it's not been the best played Magic I've ever played. That's for darn sure. Guns Command might be okay here. There's a cut, like a Bauble, a Street Wraith. Maybe... Why should I be playing some kind of Naya deck? Oh yeah, the removal speed was definitely nice. I was too aggressive with life loss last game. Uh, see if they do anything in combat here. Let's get a basic swamp here. Play out Liliana. Yep, here comes Rattle Chains. Looks like they're just like some type of mono blue spirits nonsense. Tempest Jin. Okay, that makes some amount of sense, I guess. Can we kill them here? So you have 21 toughness. I can... Let's see what they got going on first. Rattle Chains, Rattle Chains. So I can go to 8. Can't quite present lethal this turn. So I guess we attack. Looks like it's just mono blue stuff. So I could put them to 1, but that really doesn't do anything here. So I think I'm just going to Inquisition away their other thing there. Kira, the Great Glass Spinner. So, it doesn't appear they really have any counter spells. They could have something dumb like Vapor Snag, but how much do I even care about that? So I probably want the 2 Assassins trophies now that we've seen Tempest Jin. Kolaghan's Command. None of these other cards really make a ton of sense here. Interesting list they've got going on. This hand has no threat in a lot of lands. It does have quite a bit of disruption, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Curious if they'll allow this Thoughtseize to resolve. I kind of hope they counter this. Yep. Means likely our Brutality next turn will resolve. Oh, I understand what they're trying to do with it. I'm just... Probably have like Kira here or something. Probably accept the land here, which is a problem. Mono blue flying mess. Yeah, that's an interesting way to word it. Not much, Doyle. How you doing tonight? Merry Christmas, everybody. Hopefully, I was gonna say, hopefully we don't get like spell snared here or something dumb. There's Akira. Well, it's got some interesting things, but they're all creatures, so... Yeah, there's a Storm Tamer. So looting's not any good here, so they're probably going to flash in continue to pressure them. So hit us for 4 next turn. Okay. Now they have another Signal Pest in hand. So they're presenting us with 4 damage next turn. I believe their last card in hand's a Signal Pest. Alright. Been a very sloppy league so far, but somehow we managed to trudge through for the 2-0 start. So, I want to say thank you everyone for hanging out tonight. Merry Christmas, wherever you are, whether it's Christmas time in where you are yet, or you got a little bit ways to go. Got about a half hour before we hit the Christmas holiday here. It's been a very interesting Christmas Eve so far. My name is Dusk, or John. I stream probably 4 to 5 times a week, varying time slots, mostly due to work and school. Don't like Jeskai and not enough card draw. Then don't play the Miracles version. Just play normal Jeskai. Take out the Jaces, take out the whatevers, and play Illuminations, the extra Cryptic Command, and everything else. Bedlam Reveler for card draw. This hand's a little loose, to put it nicely. I still think it's a keep, but this hand could definitely go sideways quickly. Burn! Yay! Street Wraith. Double Street Wraith. Gotta love that. Oh, it's not burn. Okay. Interesting. I think Renegade's the most annoying card here, so we just take Renegade. Yeah, but he's playing a control deck of Doyle. Bedlam Reveler does not fit well in control decks. Is there a Blood Moon in our future? That would really kind of suck. Oh, I'm getting whacked. Okay. Inquisition, that's a good draw whenever our opponent has a bunch of power in play, right? So I took 2 Fetch and Thoughtseize 5. Then I took... Yeah. That was brutal and efficient. Fatal Pushes, Collective Brutalities. Probably don't want Dismembers in this matchup. That's a little too much life loss. Cut a Street Wraith. Maybe cuts. How many other things are X1s? I don't think enough for Liliana to be relevant. Veil is okay, but not fantastic in the matchup, so she can probably go try it like that. Well, yeah, Bedlam Reveler, though, is more of like a mid-range refueling card for like the various Drake decks, or not Drake decks, the various Is It Phoenix decks and the this hand's got no land, so no. I guess we're keeping this hand. You're bottoming a fetch land, or another land here. See how much pressure our opponent puts on us. Faithless Looting on top. Alright. Go, baby Tarmogoyf, I choose you! So if I go to 4, can't quite do enough damage this turn. I don't want to die to double bolt, so hopefully they don't have a big bushwhack turn. Tarkus command. Alright. Yep. Sometimes you just lose to the aggro deck's good draws. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Why do you want to build Jun, Space Marine? Jun's not even that good right now. Rock is ironically a little bit better positioned at the moment. Well, some of it was aggro nut, and some of it was just our opponent having like 3 lightning bolts, so eh. And bringing in Searing Blaze against a deck in which Searing Blaze is not usually particularly good against. This hand's pretty good. So fetch a Watery Grave here. Position our opponent. Okay, we're up against spirits, which is obnoxious. I think we have to take path here. Seriously? Should have done that during the stupid should have done that during the upkeep. think we've lost this game. Thoughtseize, they have Collected Company and Spell Queller in hand. You don't absolutely have to have caverns for blue-white spirits. Hmm. We're supposed to run out... I guess we're just supposed to run out Shadow here. Presuming they're going to Coco in response, and they're just going to Queller. Okay. Figure you'd go for the guaranteed Gusto there. Hopefully they'll go for Collected Company here at end of turn. Opponent is being very, very disciplined, and it's going to get us killed here. Here's to them not hitting Spell Queller. They already have Spell Queller in hand. Of course they did. Alright. Alright. Do. Yeah, prison decks can be fun. Some on occasion. Playing them all the time is a little can be a little rough. Sand's pretty good. So I want to get... If I get Watery Grave here, I can get Stomping Ground to have all my colors. Always having turn 1 path. Merry Christmas, Allison. How are you? About another 15 minutes before it's Christmas time here, but um, hmm. A little bit awkward that we have to leave Stubborn and Isle down for a turn, but definitely wanted to get their crap off the board here. Calm down, Space Marine. Oh, hope everyone's having a wonderful holiday. Don't mind Space Marine, he's generally harmless. Geist of Saint Trash, that's annoying. He's not a cat. That's not going to do any good. Oh. Time to get out the spray bottle. Oh. Down, Marine. Down. Oh, man. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Geist is a bit of a scary one here. At least we have Collected Company and Path covered, but this is a very scary situation. Summer Denial is such a terrible card here right now. Yep, so we're just dead. We're most likely dead. Depends on how our opponent decides to attack. Bing, bing, bing. And play out the other Goyf, and then we're just dead on board. Oh. So 2-2 this league. Hopefully the last match here is a little bit more to our liking. Aggro decks are definitely one of these decks' Achilles heels. Especially the 4-color version where you gotta be a little bit more liberal with your life total. Hope everybody's having a great holiday. Hope we get to spend time with your family. It's been a pleasure the last year and a half, streaming for you guys, doing content and such. Definitely will be doing it into 2019 here. Doing a little bit of a kind of going into Christmas here stream. So, because I won't be streaming tomorrow most likely, with family plans plus work Wednesday morning. So, but I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. This will be our final match with 4-color Grixis Shadow. So I think that'll probably be it for the night after this match. So what's everyone's Christmas plans? Good luck here. Hopefully you are not an aggro deck. Storm. Alright, so take away their cantrip, I guess. That's good, Rocker. So unfortunately they drew a cantrip. I'm spending time with family, man. Yeah. Not getting wasted tomorrow. Past in Flames, Desperate Ritual, Anamorphose. Let me just take the Manamorphose since the rest of this hand doesn't do a ton. Hold up some interaction this turn. Actually, probably just... No, we want all these cards, so... Actually, I should probably have held on to that land, huh? I gotta wait until the middle of January, because I was a little bit screwed up on the subscription stuff. And money's a little bit tight right now, so I can't afford the extra, Just go ahead and stub this. Alright. Yeah, money's a little bit tight until probably the middle of next month, so after that we'll probably start some Legacy. Because the problem with the Legacy decks is they're all, Legacy decks are all require, $12 entry fees because they're only competitive leagues. So... Storm. Besides, obviously, the spell hate, what else do we bring in? Trophy, no. Kolaghan's Command, no. Fulminator, no. Liliana, no. Brutality, eh. Brutality might be okay. How many discard spells do I actually want, though? Probably Shave a K Command. Shave a Street Race, since the extractions are another way to thing. Maybe Shave a Dismember. Can we keep a 4 no disruption hand? Guess we'll get 2 looks at the disruption spells. And they usually don't do anything till turn 3, so we'll have like 4 draw steps to hit something relevant. Yeah, I was thinking of Mull 2 O'Doyle. But I really don't want to pass up Tarmogoyf plus Battle Rage, because that is a fairly fast clock. Because in order to beat Storm, you need Disruption plus... So... Well, we definitely want to draw Thoughtseize, so I'm just going to go ahead and draw that. Don't have to be quite as liberal with our life total this game, because we do have, So we get to screw up their... a braid. I don't care about a braid. So the problem is they have two different rituals. So I'm debating if I attack their mana or do I attack their card draw. Because Manamorphose can technically be both if they find an idiot. It's either one of the rituals or the Manamorphose here. See what else they kind of brought in against us. Grape shots, they brought in a couple of bolts, an echoing truth, some empty the warrens, pieces of the puzzle. Make sure we get the one in the graveyard, because that's always a problem. They only left in 2 dorks, which is kind of interesting. So they took a Manamorphose. Their hand's double Manamorphose. They also have an Empty the Warrens, which is annoying. So... their hand, man. That's quite the hand. Uh... This is annoying. This means they'll just get to Echoing Truth at this turn. Put them to 2 here. Alright, nice. Got the 3-2. So... thoughts on the deck. So the deck is obviously... I gotta learn to play against the aggro decks, pretty much. Like, what's the right balance for finding my colors? What's the right balance for keeping my life total high? Like, we played against 3 pseudo aggro decks there. We lost 2 spirits, or blue Bant spirits. We lost 2 red green zoo. I don't even know if they had Naya. We beat mono blue spirits aggro, flying aggro, whatever you want to call it. We beat Storm, and then match number 1 we played against what, mono green Eldrazi. So deck's obviously very powerful, very fluid, but there are certain tricks to it. Grixis is a little bit better against the aggressive decks because you have access to like Anger of the Gods more easily. Your life total isn't quite as much a pressure because you only have 3 colors as opposed to 4. But obviously Tarmo and Death Shadow hit very hard, so it's a matter of personal preference. Obviously this list is tried and true. It's gone, what, 38 5-0s or something like ridiculous like that in the hands of its primary pilot. So obviously the deck's very strong. Wanted to give it a run back before I started tinkering with any cards, but definitely been fun to play this list. But with that said, I wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and hope everyone has a great holiday. This has been Dusk for Dust to Dawn Gaming, and I hope everyone has a great night.